Live. My name is Rajat Chawla. Great to be back again with you. How are you doing? If you are here, accept my hello and wave back if you're listening, watching, and spending time with me on this live. Today, I'm going to talk about something which I see as trending big time, which is related to customer centricity, customer experience. And the topic today that I want to touch upon is really the fundamentals of building customer success manager career. There are more than 700,000 customer success professionals on LinkedIn alone, and the tribe is growing. And then today, I really want to talk about this. This role is super valuable for delivering great customer experience. And the term, any guesses what is the genesis of a customer success manager? This is a relatively newer role, and the genesis is it came around um, around the IT services, the SaaS, software as a service space. It comes from there, and the genesis, the root is that these companies need to sell their services and have ongoing subscription of their products and services. So they really want to deepen their engagement and trust with their customers. And this role therefore becomes important as the role suggests, customer success manager. It's all about helping your customer be successful with the product or service that a company offers. However, the good thing is this role is getting prominent and getting organized. Of course, there are few ways to get into this role. And today, I just want to talk some things about the fundamentals of building a customer success manager as a career. I've been running a customer experience masterclass for over 5 years now, and I'm seeing some of the people who trained with me are also now picking up roles as a customer success manager. And there's a growing interest in this space because the market is opening, the opportunities are opening, and there are good companies, good product companies who are really ready to bring on board such talent who can do certain kind of work for their organization. And what are those? So few things I want to touch upon is the whole experience of the product or service, as I said, can be the ownership of a customer success manager. And they can also have sales targets, revenue targets. But you know in fact, there is a variant in different companies. They define the customer success manager sometimes in some unique ways, but I'm going to give you some standard ways or some more popular ways of how customer success managers role pan out. So first thing is they really are responsible for customer engagement, building customers trust with the product and service. And for that, what do they need? They really need to be effective in building trust and building relationship. They should be thorough with the products. They should have a past experience of delivering positive customer experience and building positive trust with the clients. And many of the time the product here is IT services. So technology also plays important role, knowledge of digital, knowledge of technology. And in the beginning itself, it, as I said, each companies may have their own variant. So the company defines what does the success of a customer success manager's role means. Does it only mean building engagement? Does it mean cross selling and upselling? Does it mean ongoing subscription? Does it mean enhancing the customer loyalty and advocacy and NPS scores? So that those all those things are defined by the company, but all these things are true. So depending on the industry and the kind of company, you would learn about that. And the first thing that becomes is important is how do you onboard customers? How do you bring them on board? How do you take care of them? And how do you, so onboarding as this, first impressions is the last impression, so that is so critical. How do you really make it easy for them to join in? Hi Samir, great to have you here on live. Let me just share what Samir is saying. Samir has posted a message. Interesting subject. Want to take your help for realigning our strategy for customer success culture. Let me know when you have time to converse. Please let me know. Okay. Yeah. So Samir wants to talk about it. Yeah, I see your message, Samir. Nice to hear from you after a long time. How are you doing? All right. Yeah. So we connect. We look forward to connecting with you. Coming back, conducting internal assessments and review with the customers about your product and service. How is it translating into ROI for them? That could be an important element of this customer success manager, which means if they've invested a certain amount, how is it showing up in terms of impact in their outcomes, in their revenue, and whatever. So, suppose if you are selling IT services, a product which is a help desk IT solution, then how does that IT solution help desk is helping improve your customers' customer loyalty, their end customer? So you define the KPIs with your uh, customers and you help them achieve that. In fact, that's the thing that you promised at the first place. So whatever promises you made on the KPIs, you actually help them achieve it with your product. So there's a deeper ownership of your, and that's where your customer success manager role plays super important role. Then deep level of planning, can be part of their internal planning meetings. So it's actually a strong two pronged strategy. On one side you're helping them, on the other side you're also privy to what's happening in their company inside, which also gives you, a very strategic positioning to even promote your products and services. But at the same time, the first things first is keeping your promise, keeping your word, and living up to the promises that you have made about your product and service. Right. So far, if you're with me, if you're watching, give me a thumbs up. If you have any question, feel free to type it into the chat box. I will be happy to answer that. Thank you for being here. If you're watching it live or later as a recording, do not miss to send me a message so that I know that you've watched this and it's been useful for you, if at all. All right. So you need to be, how do you get into this role? Now let me cover this part. Again, you need to have that acumen of engaging with the customers, winning customers, building relationship, understanding the product technology if it's a technical product, understanding uh, the business of your customers, the industry of your customers. So if you're helping, let's say, e-commerce company be successful, and your product help them improve the buying rate, the conversions on their website, and your product helps, is an e-commerce website related solution, then you should understand the dynamics of an e-commerce industry. You should understand if they are probably a store like Amazon, which sells so many products and services. You need to understand the consumer behavior, right? So understand the industry, understand your uh, companies or your customers business. How does that work in that, and understand the barriers, the challenges, the pain points that they may have, because in those areas you can come handy. So there's a lot that you can do to expand your ownership in this role and grow your relationship, leading to better outcomes for your company. So it can be a powerful win-win proposition, a positioning where you not only win the trust of your customer, on the other side you actually can offer them more solutions, and of course improve the loyalty and advocacy with your product. So the entire life cycle, right from when you actually have onboarded your customer, that onboarding experience, to the user experience, to the outcome related KPI achievement, all this, the entire life cycle is where you will play role. So how would your day look like? Your day would look like, every day you may just be actually representing your customers side. You almost are, spending your day to make them successful, right? And then that is what the nuances of that will depend on the industry you work with, the product that you're offering, and that entire life cycle can be managed with lot of strength, and you can become their confidant, whom they trust, whom they want to work with on an ongoing basis, and want to go strength to strength. Now, which will lead to what? With all this that you're able to do, this will lead to renewals. If you're selling a help desk subscription based service, and you're selling, you know like today I saw Microsoft Teams ad in the newspaper where they're saying per user per month you can collaborate using their Teams solution, Microsoft Teams solution. You can share document, you can get onto video and audio call. So there's a nice compact solution they're offering, but that's subscription based. And why would somebody who would enroll for a Microsoft solution would buy that? Because the product is good, there is already a growing demand for that, but there's also a lot of competition. So as a customer success manager, if you are responsible for selling your or probably supporting your customer in this Microsoft Team product, then what would you do? You would ensure whatever promises the product is making is actually getting realized. And sometimes there's also a challenge of adoption. That's another thing. Your customer may not be able to adopt completely that solution. There your role could be to create awareness, to see that there's enough of onboarding. That's what is meant by onboarding. That would mean sometimes training your customers, employees, sometimes educating them, sometimes inspiring them, sometimes showing them the business cases of your other customers, sometimes helping them learn the best practices, right? So that's why the onboarding, is half the win. If you're able to do that well, which may take a significant amount of effort and planning and preparation, after that you own the entire life cycle of consistent use, year on year, month on month subscription, and growing subscription, more confidence with your product or service. So let me know if you have any questions and anything that I can help you with in regards to the fundamentals of building a customer success manager career. Now, of course, if you want to get into a good organization, you would need to demonstrate your experience, your credentials, and your acumen for this, your aptitude for this, and your vision. So, to give you an example, I was talking to someone who had been through my customer experience masterclass and has now picked up a role as a customer success manager. He was saying that the way his vision has evolved, his prospects who hired him in this product company as a customer success manager could see his vision and were really happy and inspired to see how he is thinking. And one of his vision was to actually make the companies he worked with more and more customer centric and employee centric. And it was clearly seen in his narrative, in his vision, in his story. Now that means that you not only just start to imagine and start to think about getting into this kind of a role, but you start to become that person who truly thinks for your customer success, right? So if that mindset is not there, then it will not be easy to get into this role. Besides, you also need relevant experience. And how do you cover for lack of experience if you don't have? By doing right kind of certification. Like so many people who join our customer experience masterclass, their purpose is to bridge this gap where they know customer experience, customer success is important, but they do not have that right kind of experience to demonstrate in their CV. And we had people who have been a part of our programs from companies like Amazon, Cisco, right? all the even established customer centric organizations. So you bridge that, and what happens is that we also have a mastermind where you connect with other like minded people and your vision expands. Mastermind is one of the most powerful ways to expand your vision and become more resourceful. So you start to quickly learn. Your rate of learning accelerates when you work with other people. Some of them are customer success managers already, some of them are leaders in customer experience in their respective organization, and when you get to engage with such people, your vision also expands, and you bridge for, you create, you cover that gap of not having enough experience of work, having worked in those industries, by learning from others. And that's true for everyone, right? So probably, to in order to be a customer success manager, pick up the right kind of certification, attend some masterclass, be part of some community. These days you can be part of so many communities easily, and be consistent and have a mentor whom you can trust, who's credible, who knows, who's actually been there, been through this process, knows the industry, know what customer centricity is all about, and he has a track record of helping others, right? So some of these things to bridge the gap. Again, thank you for being here. If you've been here live, or if you're watching this recording later, feel free to drop me a message if you have any question, thoughts, or if you want to share anything that resonates with you from this live. Uh, Great to be here with you. I'm happy to have got this opportunity to spend time on this live talking about the fundamentals of building customer success manager career. I'm going to share more as it goes. So feel free to even leave your question if something important is there on your mind, if you're needing any help in customer experience, customer success, customer centricity, and want to accelerate your career using these skills. That's what I would love to help you with. With that, I begin to sign off and look forward to connecting with you again soon. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.